No, I don't like that. Sorry. My name is Shima Aeinehdar. I'm an Iranian illustrator and graphic designer, and currently I'm a senior in Virginia Commonwealth University. In the past, I was mainly interested in using traditional materials such as paintings and graphite drawings. But when I started my education in VCU, I became more familiar with different techniques such as printmaking and digital drawing, and that helped me like kind of have a different approach to my work. My work mainly focuses on illustration and Persian typography. And throughout time, I have been interested in different topics such as belonging as a third culture kid. And currently, I'm more interested in visualizing philosophical ideas. Recently, two of my posters were chosen to be among the 100 best Arabic posters. I was also commissioned by Vogue Arabia to do an artwork, and that has really helped me grow my audience not only here in Qatar but also internationally. The literal definition of typography is the study of letter forms, and what I'm specifically interested in my work is expressive lettering, which is kind of going beyond what traditional letter forms look like and making them more expressive and more creative. I remember as a kid, drawing was my only hobby, and I was also surrounded by artists from both sides of my family. So that really inspired me to be where I am right now. I'm always very inspired by the conversations that I have with people around me, especially conversations about life and philosophy. I also try to find traces of that in nature. So when I started exploring that, I kind of got into the habit of collecting different bits and pieces of nature wherever I go. I ended up having a small collection of different pieces from the desert, from the sea, and even in the city. I personally prefer digital art because it helps me achieve more in a shorter amount of time. There are so many different possibilities of creating textures that might, normally be difficult to achieve using traditional materials. This is one of the posters that I did recently, and I think it's one of my work that is pretty much inspired by nature, and both directly and indirectly. You can see that I have used leaves as like a representation of growth, but also I have abstract shapes which are fluid. What I really like about this piece in specific is that I combine both fluidity and rigidity. I think the challenge here is to have the confidence to get our work out there, because we all have a very unique style or approach to our work, and it's just a matter of having the courage to put it out there. I think financial situation is something that really affects artists and designers. Studying art and design can be really expensive sometimes. As cliche as it sounds, it's just really important that you don't give up and you just keep making and keep practicing, because you might not be where you want to be right now, but the fact that you're trying is gonna help you eventually find what you're interested in, and that's very important.